Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk about my past relationships. We are going to first start talking about my friendship with Kayla. It's been the past couple years, several years, 7 years, 6 years. Okay, whenever she was baptized, it's been great since then. It was great before then, but like we had like our issues and stuff. And we had our issues a year ago, but we fixed that. Anyway, we won't talk about that situation because that's not my business to air out. It's hers. Let's see. We became friends somewhere along the lines of 2005, or 2000. We started talking in 2004, but we hadn't met. And then we were friends with our mutual friend. Did you just fart on me?
No.
Okay. We were friends with our mutual friend, Victoria Bell. I think that's still her name. I don't know. I don't really care. We were mutual friends with her. We met a year later. We went to March Adams Walk America, and we met in Morganton, and then I went and done the one for Marion the next week. This is all before Shanda, so she doesn't know and remember. But me and Kayla were friends then, and then we found out some things about Victoria that we both did not like. She started. Don't talk about that?
Don't call names.
Don't call names. She don't pay attention to my videos. We didn't get along with that person. She started doing stuff, and which really wasn't a thing that me and Kayla were looking for at that time. So I guess about a year after that, that's 2007, we started becoming extremely close best friends. And then from there, she got her license. She graduated high school. My life was a wreck at that point anyway. I wouldn't say a wreck because I really wasn't like doing bad stuff, but like it wasn't good. And then we were friends. We were still friends. We were still talking and going places. She was in school. She was working. And then from there, it was up and down, rocky. She was in different relationships. She was with somebody I didn't like, or somebody didn't like me. And I just really didn't care if they liked me or not because it wasn't their job to. It was hers. And I think probably, like I said last week, she was really there for me when I needed her for mom and dad both, and then just different things after that. But we made it through that, and everything was great then. And then in 2000, and I think it was 17 or 16, I can't remember, we started liking K-pop. And just then from there, we started sharing. Once in a while, we would share the same guy out of the same group, which is very rare. Like, say for instance, with BTS, her main bias is Namjoon. We share Namjoon now as biased. I liked Suga, and I like Suga and Hobie. And then we just kind of ousted it. We just really didn't have like one particular man that we liked out of BTS. It was, though, always with Big Bang that we liked one particular member more than the other. So she always liked G-Dragon, and I always liked Top. And, because I think Top is like handsome in like a suit. And that's pretty much what Top performs in sometimes. because they did one video where it's pretty sure it's Fantastic Baby, and it was like a live, and I've been like watching a lot of them lately. There goes like a period of like 3 weeks. I listen to nothing but Big Bang sometimes, and like I always like pay attention to like what they're wearing and what their inner ears say, and I'm pretty sure it was that one with Fantastic Baby that Top was wearing like a turquoise teal type. It's your favorite color. Suit, and he has like pink eyebrows, and I'm just like, pink eyebrows, there you go. And I think it's adorable, but everybody probably thinks he's weird, but I don't.
He did look good in that suit, but I think I'm just biased because that's my favorite color.
Yes. And I can't remember which one of them was in the yellow suit, but the yellow suit looked good on them too. And G-Dragon always looks good. I mean, I can't really say enough about him. I mean, he always looks handsome. I mean, what can I say? And another thing too, somebody was talking about him on TikTok the other day, G-Dragon, and I commented and I said, he needs to stop being a hazard to my health. Which is true. I mean, if you've seen any recent pictures of him that have been published, like in the public, which, wait a minute, I don't have. She sent me all these new aesthetic themes a while ago. She airdropped them to me, and like I've lost half of like my pictures of him.
We took turns airdropping
stuff to each other earlier, and I don't have that one picture saved. It's like a newer one. He's like looking at art and stuff. You've not seen it.
Aww.
And then, I don't know if y'all can see that one or not, but like, see, he even like baggy clothes, he even looks good. And somebody was being mean and saying, oh, he looks too skinny. I'm like, he don't look skinny to me. He looks like a Mr. Thickum boy. I'm just kidding.
He looks the same as he always does.
He looks all the same thing. I don't think he lost weight. I don't think he's gained weight. If anything, I'm pretty sure that his friend Jenny is telling him to eat all the time. So, and let's see. Let's get into guy relationships. Here's the fun one. Okay, so after my Uncle Hance died, we had this big family reunion, and that's when I met Shanda.
Yep.
Because that was around the time that her mom married my cousin. And which is now her dad. Okay, we'll get that straightened out now. That is her dad. There is no other person that is her daddy.
There's one
That's one that tries to be, but we will not talk about him. We will not spew that bad energy on this channel. Right?
He's only my part-time dad. He's only around when he needs something.
Exactly. But anyway, so that's how me and her are related. Her daddy is my first cousin. So I come from a long list of grandkids, okay? And I'm not going to name all of them because I don't want to. But there's around 22 of us, or 23 of us grandkids. 20? Mama says there's 20.
Either way, it's a lot of them.
It's a lot of grandkids. There would have been more if some of the family members wouldn't have lost children. There would have been more of us. There would have probably been around 30, which would have been a lot. But my mom originally had 8 brothers and sisters, but one passed away. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sitting on her foot and it's asleep. But anyway, we're going to get back into guy relationships because we're not going to talk about my family because I don't think my mom wants me to. Let's see. The first guy I got into a relationship with was Jose. And I was just talking about him in my gossip video, as most of y'all know. We were talking about his recovery. He was in a bad crowd for the past 6 years. 6-7 years, because he was with it after us.
When did you guys start dating? What year was that?
2013. So that's about 6 or 7 years ago. We have been off and on. I call him my security blanket. He calls me his security blanket, which he recently told me that. He's like, well, you've always been my security blanket. I'm like, I thought I was the only one that called you that. But then after I was with him, I was with one. That was after y'all broke up. We were together. Yeah, or y'all were together or something. I don't remember. But we were together. And then I went back to Jose like a dummy. My thing is, I went with him in the first place after knowing that he cheated on you and you keyed his car.
And the second time y'all got together, he was already
With somebody else. Which was not good.
You were his side piece, and he was already doing the
Something else with somebody else, and that was McKenna, wasn't it?
I think it was McKenna. He had, I don't remember her name, but then you and Kenna were like his two side pieces.
Yes. Which was not a very good shining moment in my life.
No, because somehow he got it from 3 women all at the same time, and then 2 of them found out about the other 2.
Right. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this. Mine and his relationship now is just strictly friends. I will go and I will talk to him and I will be there for him. But as for being in a relationship with him again, no. Have I been in a relationship with him recently? Not in the past year. I was with him from the November of 2019 to the January 3rd of 2020. And that didn't go over very well. I will get into that in a minute. I was with Javi 3 or 4 times.
Yes.
Yes. I was with Jose for off and on for like 4 or 5 years. I was with Roberto for the first time a week, the next time 2 weeks, or was it a month?
I think it was a month.
It was a month the second time. It was a month the second time. And a fun fact about me and him, the week that we were together the first time, he wanted a dog. And that's how we got Coconut. Because we picked out a bulldog.
Mm-hmm.
She is, I want to say, what can I not say about her? She's sassy.
She is, and she is
Full
absolutely-
of love.
Yep.
It's like a girl version of my brother's dog, Kong. She is like the female love boat of him.
And she'll come
She's-
up, and her tail won't wag, but she'll wag her entire body at you.
Yeah. I know, I don't know when it was, but your dad picked me up, and then it was a Saturday.
It was, I think, the Saturday we went to go get
The groceries.
food for one
For-
of the, was it Thanksgiving or Christmas? Dinner
Thanksgiving.
that we were getting the stuff for, because we did both.
Thanksgiving.
We normally
Thanksgiving.
do both.
Yes, we normally do both.
a family
So
Thanksgiving and a family Christmas.
So we done the family Thanksgiving, and then we went out 2 weeks before that. But I was over there, and she was like, she wasn't wagging her tail. She was wagging her whole
She,
entire body.
like, bolted to the car because I said, "Oh, the mama's here."
And she was like extremely
Bolted
excited to
the
me.
car and was just wagging her entire body.
And she's like so full of life. But that's how we got Coconut. So then, let's see. Somebody that I dated in between there, I don't remember why I ended up not being that person. I think that was twice that happened. Then there was...
And you're talking about the one thing with one.
Yeah, there was the one thing with Juan, and then there was the one thing with the Daniel.
Yeah.
Because he lied to me about that. Him himself lied to me. Not you. Let's see. I can't really remember.
Through those two.
I was back with Jose then.
Yeah.
And then we dated that time for 2 years. 2.5 years. And we talked about marriage. And then there was the story about how he went and got the ring that I wanted. And that ring was $4,000. I still don't know whatever he done with it. I still think he has it.
He either has it or
He has pawned it by now. I don't think he pawned it though. I think he has this like thing in the back of his head. Well, maybe one of these days we'll get back together. Then there was Javi again. And then me and Javi we talked about marriage too. We were serious. We were talking about where we were going to live, what we were going to do. We decided that we were going to live in one of the small cities outside of Seoul. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was where his mom's from. I think that's the one we were going to live in. Then we got into a huge fight.
Yep.
Come to find out, he was cheating on me. And at that point in time, Jose was with my ex, my last ex. They both went over there, and they were at Javi's loft, and they were all three arguing, and Jose was like, well, you don't deserve her, and Javi was like, well, you don't deserve her either. And then that's when Austin got mad, and he was like, I don't think either one of y'all deserve her. And then that's when me and Austin started talking, and we were like heavily flirting. That was like the summer of like 2019. August. It was right around Austin's birthday then.
Yep.
And me and him were like heavily flirting. Like he was with Jose, and I was by myself, and I was single, and I was flirting. I wasn't even with anybody. I wasn't with anybody for like 3 months there, 4 months. See, August, September, October, November. I wasn't with anybody for 4 months there. Because me and Javi broke up in August.
Yep.
We broke up in August, and I wasn't like with anybody. And that's when, since Jose was in where he was in, and he was like rich, I was joking around and calling him my sugar daddy, even though he was younger than me. Normally a sugar daddy is a man that's older than you. Normally, but not with them.
In this
Not with him.
case,
It was not. And Austin was more like the type of guy that was like flirting with me, and he was like, maybe I'm you know what, and I'm like, oh, maybe you are. Because I think at that point he was like, I don't want to say that because he never labeled himself as that.
still trying to figure himself out.
He is still trying to figure himself out. I don't think he's... I'm not going to speculate because it's not my business, and I'm not going to air it out either because he's going to...
And it swings both ways.
I'm not going to make him mad at me, so whatever you say, he gets mad at you, so it's not on me. And then me and him got together first. We were together from November 21st to November 5th. November 5th. Really?
Going back in time.
January 5th.
Time traveling.
Time travel here. Raleigh, get up and move. Come on, move. Mama's coming through. Mama's gonna go to the bathroom. But yeah, I was with him, and then I was trying not to let that go because, like, he was something that I was interested in. I'm making him sound like a thing. He was the person I was interested in, okay? Not gonna make him out like a thing. And I was also with Jose too at that point in time too. I was dating both of them. We were in a relationship. We all three were. It was a different relationship. I was in a relationship with Austin, and Austin was in a relationship with Jose, and Jose was in a relationship with me. It was like different. I don't know how to put it without saying.
Relationship.
Thank you.
Been there, done that.
It's not fun. Because at that point in time, Jose came out and said around January the 1st, he said that he wasn't very comfortable with our relationships anymore, and that he was just going to propose to Austin and screw up everything for me. So that was when I broke up with the both of them. I broke up with Jose first. I broke up with him the second, and I broke up with Austin. I tried to stay on with Austin because I really loved him. I really wanted to be with him, and we were together for, I guess, until the 10th of that month. I held on like really tight, and on the 10th I found out that he was still seeing Jose behind my back. And he was like, I really want to fix it with him, and I'm like, go fix it. I don't really care anymore. So I let him go, and come to find out, this was before Maria got back with Roberto, so I was with Roberto for a solid month. Wasn't with him, let's see, we dated from the 13th to the 13th of the next month, so I broke up with him the day before Valentine's Day.
Yep.
And then I dated somebody from Valentine's Day all the way to that May, and me and Austin were flirting again, and then and then I was with somebody from June to August the 8th. As y'all can tell, I'm not really happy about that relationship, talking about that, because I'm still mad at that person because they haven't asked me for forgiveness. And come to find out, they had been lying to me. But they really stuck through me around the time that my mom was sick, and I'm really grateful for that. They pushed for my mom's pacemaker to be put inside of her, which I'm really grateful for. They pushed her to the front of the line for me. I'll always be grateful for that person. I don't appreciate the way things were left. I thought me and that person were on a better communication than what we were, and we weren't, and it really broke my heart. And then from there, after that, I got back with Austin on August, a couple days for his birthday. I got back with him a couple days before his birthday, and we were going strong until a week and a half ago. And that was really hard, and I know it's really hard to open up into my relationship that I'm trying to start now. I'm really nervous about that relationship. I'm not gonna go into it, I promised that person I wouldn't until we were ready to say something about it. I still love and care for Austin, and I always will. I wish things would have been better for us. The timing is just not, it's not there for both of us right now. If this next person doesn't work out, I will probably not date for a while. Because me and this person that I'm talking to now is serious, and me and that person are both older, and we don't want this relationship to fall apart. We're both trying really hard. We are sorting out our relationship. Like I said, I'm not going to get too much into it because we don't want to talk about it. The person is sweet and kind, and I actually legitimately might be in love with them. I'm not sure. Would be nice, because of who it is. I know that he is a very sweet person, or tries to be sweet. Okay, he's a sweet person. I have to say that because I'm probably going to send him the video. I'm open to mine in his relationship, but at the same time, I'm extremely scared to death. Because my trust is completely shot to Kingdom Come. And I have told him that it is. And he's like, well, we'll take things slow if that's what you want. I'm like, well, we can't take things too slow because we're both old.
You make it sound like you're in your 40s or 50s.
He makes us sound like we are. And we're both just in our early 30s. And I guess the reason that if I had anything left, any feelings for Austin left, it would probably be because he treated me so good. He was always so sweet to me. And he was so loving and caring. He was concerned about, he was always concerned about my mom. Always concerned about her health. Also, a fun fact, I wasn't technically with anybody when my dad died. I was with somebody, but I wasn't with somebody because they weren't really talking to me. She's. Here you are rubbing on me, and I said she by mistake. Whoops. They were very sweet to me at that point in time. They gave me my space. They told me that they were praying for me, and they were just really sweet and just there for me. But Austin was more there for me. He was like, do you want me to come to the funeral home? Do you want me to go to the church with you? Do you want me to be around you that day? I said, it is completely and totally up to you. I said, if you can find a place, come, if that's what you want. He wound up getting lost and not coming at all. He got lost, I think, before or after the church, I think. I can't remember.
There were a couple people that got lost.
Javi got lost too. Javi got lost. He didn't make it to the church. Austin got lost. He didn't make it to the church either. My adopted sister, Sandra, she got lost. She didn't make it to the church. She couldn't remember where it was because that was the church that my brother and his former wife were married in. And that is where my dad is buried.
It's a hard church to find if you don't know
It
where
is. It is extremely hard church to find.
I'm not surprised 4 or 5 people got lost trying to find it.
Right? But yeah, if this relationship with this person doesn't work out, I don't think I'm going to try another relationship for a while. I mean, if me and him work out, that's great, that's fine, I love it, that's fabulous. But if we don't work out and Austin's still gone, I'll stay single. I don't like to talk much about how serious me and some of them were, but see, if Javi would have played his cards right, we would be married. If Austin wouldn't have played his cards right, or timing would have been right, we would have been married. And me and this person, because I'm so scared of that, because it's felt so much. That's what I'm afraid of now, and I'm trying to get him to understand that. And it's really hard to get him to understand that. That my trust is shot to Kingdom Come. The last time that I was serious with somebody, which was Austin, it completely broke me when we broke up. I was grumpy for the first 2 days because we were so serious. A fun fact about me and him, we're not compatible. We're not supposed to be compatible because we're both Leos. And me and this person that I'm dating now, coincidentally enough, is a Leo too.
You got a thing for them lions, man?
Well, with me and Leos, since we're both the same, we can have serious conversations, and that's what makes it so great. But with me and Austin, we were extremely serious. Like, I am talking extremely serious. We were house hunting. We were planning where I would go to work, and how many kids we wanted, and what their names were, and serious, like dead, complete serious. And if I've said anything, Austin, about our relationship that you didn't want anybody to know, I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm sorry, sweetie. It's hard to let a relationship like that go because we were so close. We were so forward with each other. I knew where he worked. I knew what his shifts he worked. I still do. That'll never change. He'll always tell me. He will always love me. That's what he said. He will always love me. He says if it's meant for us to be, we will probably get back together in the future. He says, I will keep your ring, and I will always have it under lock and key for whenever you want it. Which is very hard because I really love him, and it's so hard to walk away from something I had so good with somebody, because he was like, I'm not putting all of my exes down. I'm especially not putting Roberto down because I love him still. My past relationships were difficult. Because they were some younger. They were all younger. This next person that I'm going to get into a relationship with, he's 2 years older than me. And that's the first time I've ever been in a relationship where the person is older than me. I must say this as a joke, and it's always been a joke with me and Austin, but me and Austin, he would always say he was the younger, but he was the oldest. He was always more developed as a person.
He knew what he wanted, and he went for it.
Yeah, and it was always me that he went for. We were off and on for 2 years, so it's been really hard. Like I said, I will always love him. He will always love me. If it's meant for us to be, we will be. No matter how loving this next person is to me. If me and Austin are meant to be, we are meant to be. But if we are not, that is completely fine. I will always love him, and I will always have a place in my heart for him, because he was somebody that was so personal with me to a certain point. Like, he won't tell me what's going on with his mom, but he will tell me enough. Booking.com. Yeah, I totally want to book something right now in the middle of the pandemic. But he has still offered to go to Texas with me. Mainly as a protection.
Yeah, an
extra set of eyes, extra protection. Like if mom wants to go somewhere with us, he wants to be able to be there.
Roberto's for the kids.
I think we're all gonna do the Love Light Bridge together. I think, are we?
Yes. I think we're gonna stay near where y'all are staying at for
The first 2 days.
Yep.
So
2 or
we're on
3
it.
days.
We're gonna stay together for the first 2 or 3 days together, and we're gonna go and do the. Oh gosh, my butt's asleep. We're gonna do the Love Light Bridge for me and Shanda. It will be me and Shanda and Raven. It'll be the sister Love Light Bridge. For them, her and Roberto, it'll be the love. The love. The love. She's getting at something over there with him. But I don't know. I may be in a different place with this person. We may actually get married. I'm hoping we do, because of how sweet he can be. How sweet he can be. Is that right? I'm just kidding. Yes, you are sweet. But like I said, it's hard to let go of somebody that's that you're so close with. There was, before me and Austin got together, there were times where we were just talking and we were just so connected as a person, connected to each other as friends. We were really good friends before we were in a relationship together, which I can't thank him enough for that. I also can't thank him enough for how much he was there for me after Mom was sick and how much he was there for me when Dad died. Just a person to talk to. Sometimes you just need somebody to talk to that's not your family.
Yeah.
And I'm not kicking you under the bus, because you were there for me a lot. And so was Kayla. I think for the first 5-6 weeks, you and her were texting me every single day. You're like, are you okay? Are you depressed? Are you crying? Is there something I can do?
Yep.
Can I
And
come
just
hold
reminding
you?
of like the little things, like sleeping and eating and drinking and
You would
making
irritate
sure-
me with eating.
Yeah.
You're like, are you eating? No. You need to go eat
Because I
something.
want you to be healthy. I don't want you. I didn't want you, especially in that situation, because I knew
You knew from experience.
that those situations can be bad, and you may not feel like it, but you need to at least try and eat something.
Right. Me and Mom discovered the other night that we didn't eat anything the night that Dad died. And that was okay with us. We didn't eat much the next night either. My sister-in-law actually made me and Mom a plate, and we ate half of each plate. We both did. We couldn't eat. The next night was pizza night, and that was courtesy of one of Brother's friends. That was, her kid was on baseball with Ezra, my nephew. He's a sweetheart. Her son is a sweetheart. So they bought us 10 pizzas. The next night, you got us food from Golden Fry. You and your daddy.
Because we knew that Mama liked the okra from there.
Yes. And then she got into like an okra habit for like 7 months after Daddy died. I bought okra every time I went to Golden Fry, or went that way to Golden Fry.
I blame it on me, because I'm like, I know she likes okra. Let's get her the okra. And then like after that, she just kind of
Right.
became obsessed with it, which is
Okay.
okay.
Because it was something that she was eating.
Yep. I became obsessed
With it
with
too.
okra and like potato wedges right after Mom passed.
Yeah. I became obsessed with ice cream. I've had 15 tubs of ice cream since Dad died, and that was a year ago.
Also, not to like bash on everyone, but why is like chicken the thing
No
that
idea.
everybody gives you? Why is
have
chicken
no
like the
idea.
universal, oh, you're grieving, have a bucket of chicken?
Exactly. Like our pastor called us the Thursday after that. He asked us, he said, what do y'all want to eat? I'm just going to bring you chicken tenders. Mom said, please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Please
I
don't.
think we ended up bringing you like what, fish?
One night she brought us fish.
Yeah. Because you know, like we were having chicken, and we're like, oh, we're going to Golden Fry. We'll just get fish.
We got, but anyway, after that, y'all fed us that Friday. So that Saturday, I think was the funeral. Sometime, I don't remember when, but my church got us the barbecue and the beans, and I stopped beans in the freezer. I don't think they're good anymore because the lid on the plastic is busted, which sucks because those beans were good. We had coleslaw too. Pastor said, well, why don't y'all want chicken tenders? Pastor, I love you, but we've had it twice already. My brother's church bought in chicken.
I know that feeling. After Mom passed, all of my aunts, I love them to death, but all of them brought some form of chicken. And I was like, what? But,
Please, no.
and not to be mean, but probably about 70% of that chicken that they bought us went to the dogs. I know Coco got a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I know the Blackjack got a lot of
Yeah.
it. Just because at one point we were just like, I can't eat any more chicken.
No.
We would eat the sides out of it. But I'm like, yeah, maybe like one piece of chicken. Because all of the aunts from both Mama's side and Dad's sisters
Yeah.
like chicken.
Yeah, it's like a universal.
More chicken. And I'm like, please, can't we make pizza like a universal? Oh, you're grieving, have a pizza?
Right.
I would rather have pizza than
I would
like
rather have
50
pizza, too.
buckets of chicken.
But I do enjoy chicken tenders, though.
Chicken
Just
tenders are
too
good.
much, though.
But when you're getting like 60 pounds of chicken tenders because everybody's buying you like a pound of chicken tenders at a time, like, how much do you really expect these people to eat?
Yeah, exactly.
I will commend my precious Aunt Brenda, who did bring us like 5 things of different Italian pastas. She brought us like lasagna and chicken alfredo and spaghetti and gnocchi.
It's not cutting it.
And I'm like, oh, thank God it's not chicken. I mean, yes, the chicken alfredo did have chicken, but it wasn't like chicken
Overpowered.
tenders. It wasn't like,
Right.
here, you have a 5-pound bucket of chicken tenders because you're grieving.
Right. Not everybody agrees with chicken, so.
Nope. I agree with pasta. Pasta
Agreed.
was nugget. And I absolutely loved my Aunt Brenda after that because I'm like, thank you. It's not chicken and it's pasta.
Right. One of my nephews is bringing down the trash barrel. I can hear him. I thought it was
Pasta
thunder.
is definitely a better universal. Here, you're grieving. Have a 5-pound thing of lasagna.
Right? Like, give me some lasagna.
Give me some kind of
Speaking
Italian
of that, we
food.
should get some lasagna tonight.
Yes, we should.
Yes. Okay. Then we got taquitos to eat after this. We can hurry up. I'm hungry now. It's 4:23. It won't be long until your dad's here.
Yep.
I'm just gonna leave everybody with a parting present. I killed you.
Dead.
I killed you with my steak.
Yep.
I'm just kidding,
Here,
guys.
have a 5-pound bucket of chicken tenders.
We got the googles now. We're gonna keep Mom awake and she's gonna be mad at us.
Yes. Chicken? No. Pasta? Yes.
Remember, pasta.
Pasta is infinitely better
Hey,
than
at
chicken.
least somebody didn't do to us what Meredith did to Izzy.
True.
Sandwiches. I love Meredith. I really do. I'm not throwing her under the bus. But sandwiches?
Sandwiches. I mean, I would take sandwiches over chicken because honestly, there are only so many ways you can do chicken. But there are so many different kinds of sandwiches and so many different kinds of pasta that you don't really get tired of either of them. You may for a while be pasta fat,
Right.
but it's the whole part of grieving anyway. You're gonna gain weight.
Right. Yeah. Not been asleep long enough, has it? Okay. We're not gonna talk about what I was just talking about. But yeah. But like that's pretty much all my relationships. All the good ones.
Vote for pasta being the international grieving food.
Instead
That
of
is my
chicken.
point, yes.
Instead of chicken in the South.
Yep. I think we could use some more Italian.
Right?
Because, I mean, yes, Southern comfort food, but after a while, chicken is not comfort food.
I know, right? I want to say also too, I didn't talk about 2 relationships because I didn't want to. But I'm not downing them. I know I just said what I just said. I loved those 2 people. I still do. I still talk to them. Not often. I wish I did talk to them often. I wish I did talk to one of them all the time like I used to. I think they know who I'm talking about if you're watching this video.
Probably.
You need to text me more, okay? Shake your head, yes. Yes, Chesley, the person I used to love. I will text you more. I will text you once a week to make sure that I'm still alive. Because that person stays in bad health. And I hate that. And I hate when they don't text me. It breaks my heart. But I still talk to my other one regularly. I talked to them a couple days ago, actually. Maybe it was the day before yesterday.
There's a couple that
1 week? Last week. I talked to them. Oh, no. I talked to them over the weekend. I talked to them Saturday into Sunday. So they said they miss talking to me every day. I was like, well, you got your phone. You know how to text. I text you all the time and you ignore me. I just don't like talking about those two relationships, mainly because they're just, I try to keep them out of that because, for reasons. I'm not drunk. I'm not hungover. I don't think so. I don't think I'm hungover.
did I give you that?
I don't know, you might have. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it with relationships and talking about them. It's very hard to open up about me and Austin because it's still so fresh. And so a thing where we're not together. I do, and I was in love with him. Still kind of am.
It's not something you're gonna get over in just like
No. Just like in a week's time. No. I am, however, talking to somebody. I don't know where that's going to go either. I would like for it to go where I want it to go. I'm not going to bank on it. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm having to sit here and tap my knee because I don't want to say who it is. I don't want to say who it is. I don't want to say who it is because I know I'll get in trouble. But sorry, my friend texted me.
I think that's pretty much it for this video.
I think it is too, mainly because, like I said, I don't want to get into the relationship and talk about the relationship that I'm trying to get into with this person because I don't want to jinx it, like I always do.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, don't jinx it. I will. Huh, right?
Right.
But yeah. But I will make a whole new video next. I don't know if it'll be today.
So how would be next week?
Probably be next week. We're going to talk about K-pop and when we both started liking it. She's hungry, so I've got to go feed her before she eats me. So, I'm pretty sure that Roberto still wants his older sister around.
Yep.
Even though he's been acting like the older sibling recently. His like older sibling.
He's trying his best.
But that's it for this video. We're not going to talk about any more about my relationships. If you have a question about them, I will answer them. If you're going to ask me who that I'm talking to now, that is none of your business.
It is none of
Your
your
business. Followed by, I ain't going to tell ya. But we are going to end the video. And I did. So thank you guys so much for watching our channel. And thank you guys so much for being around and listening to us when we talk. Thank you guys so much. Actually, this video is longer than hers. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for...
So this is your payback.
Right? Thank you guys so much for watching the video with us and hearing me talk about past relationships. And if you have any questions, comment down below, hit us up on Instagram, and just let us know. If you're new, like, follow, subscribe, and comment down below. Shout out to all of my friends that love me and love my channel, which is only 2.
shout out to all of those who have probably found my channel through my Twitter, because that's where I'm making friends at now.
Yay! Thank you guys so much, and I'm sorry that I talked for so long. If you want to know our social medias, please comment down below. We'll share them with you. I know hers, she knows mine.
And over here from Twitter, hi friends!
We do Instagram, we do Twitter, we do Ask FM, we do Snapchat. We don't publicize our Snapchats yet.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't done that. Probably won't.
There's a lot of people who do, but I'm like, I'm not on.
I'm not on Snapchat, and I don't care about Snapchat. I use it for filters.
Yeah.
I use it to look cute for pictures. That's all I do.
use it for filters, and there's like 2 people that I talk to on there.
And your boo is one of them.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. That is the end of this video. We're gonna go eat, and then it'll be a time for us to go to town. So we're gonna still be busy, which stinks, but that's okay because we need food.
Yep.
All right, guys, we love you, and if you need us, comment down below. Bye.